Now, your top campus stories with Samantha Burnett and Elizabeth Lindahl. Weather with Evan Rosnick, and BNN Blitz with Eli Bennis and Marissa Day. This is Blue Gold News Now.
Good evening, I'm Samantha Burnett.
And I'm Elizabeth Lindahl.
Coming up tonight, different research projects happening on campus.
A beautiful new addition to a local park.
And your weekly recap of Blue Gold Sports on BNN Blitz.
But first, a way to keep community members safe. It's that time of year again where the Eau Claire City County Health Department hosts their biannual prescription medication drop-off take-back day. The event taking place this Saturday, October 25th, allowing community members to discard their unused or unwanted prescription medications in a safe way. People can go to the Eau Claire Government Building or the Altoona Police Department and Fire Department to make their deposits. Pills, inhalers, sharps, and others are accepted. For more information on what can or cannot be discarded, visit the City County Health Department's website.
Next fall, Eau Claire could see another addition to the food chain. Possible plans are in place to build a new Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins. Construction on the project would start in the spring of 2026, with the building opening in the fall. Currently, this location houses a Dollar General. The new building will be located on 10 West Madison Street along the Chippewa River. The new location will have a drive-through and outdoor seating along the Chippewa River State Trail. The Planning Commission does still need to approve this plan later in November.
UWEC's dorms will be haunted by community members on Halloween. Community members are encouraged to come to Towers Hall and trick-or-treat in the dorms. Students are encouraged to decorate their doors and get into the Halloween spirit. If students do not wish to participate, they may place a sign on their door. For more information, contact your RA. And if you're a college student looking to get out, Eau Claire offers downtown trick-or-treating as well as regular trick-or-treating hours should you wish to participate. Last week, the Gender and Sexuality Resource Center held their annual Q-Fest event.
BNN's Vincent Miara has more on the film festival.
Thanks, Elizabeth and Sam. The films are selected by a cohort of students who attended Frameline, the annual LGBTQ+ film festival in San Francisco in the summer. This year, the selected films included emotional dramas such as Plainclothes and We Are Fahim and Karoon, comedies including She's the He, and documentaries like The Night in West Texas and The Librarians. There were also 2 sets of short films, as well as presentations from the cohort students. The most popular film was the animated comedy Lesbian Space Princess, which filled the Woodland Theater to the point that some moviegoers had to sit on the floor. The festival also had free snow cones, popcorn, candy, and prizes. Cohort member Corey Quinn said that he's happy about the positive reception the festival has gotten this year.
I think the turnout we've gotten has been overwhelmingly positive. It's been so awesome to see everyone's work kind of coming together, and all the audience members enjoying the films and the blogs and the social media posts and everything we've worked on.
Q-Fest was still able to go on, even though the Gender and Sexuality Resource Center did recently go through restructuring. Q-Fest will return to the Woodland Theater next fall. For BNN, I'm Vincent Miara. Back to you, Elizabeth and Sam.
Thanks, Vincent. Boyd Park in Eau Claire got a facelift thanks to 2 local artists. Lori Chiffon and Gile Kelly painted the orange walls with white lines inside of the tunnel. At the park, while the mural is complete, there is still work to be done as the city plans to add lights to the tunnel. In an interview with WQOW, Chiffon said that her favorite part of the project is that it will make people feel safer when they walk and also surprise them with something that isn't gray and scary.
According to WQOW, for nearly a decade, a team of researchers from UWEC have been visiting Eastern Europe to map out Holocaust graves. Professor Harry Joel and student researchers use a variety of non-invasive techniques to examine potential grave sites. Their work can be seen in a National Geographic documentary called Hidden Holocaust, which highlights the mapping students did in Lithuania and Latvia. In addition to this mapping, students spend 3 to 4 weeks in foreign countries working with the local community and foreign government officials to help them learn more about the history of the area so they can pinpoint potential mass grave locations. In addition to the National Geographic documentary, work from these trips has been covered in local Latvian media, nonfiction books, and a BBC documentary.
Well, a research group here on campus is running a study students can participate in.
BNN reporter Simon Schaefer has more on the story.
The Cognition and Human Encephalography Zone, CHEES, is running a study on campus using an EEG machine to investigate whether smartphones affect attention. This study uses a survey that asks students to self-report their own phone use behaviors. Those who meet certain criteria for high phone usage are invited to participate in the EEG portion of the study, where they can be further tested. The CHEES group stated that they are hoping to gain a better understanding of how phones influence attention in college students. The results have relevancy to students as well as educators, as phone usage is common in college and effects on memory would have a widespread impact. This research is important because of its relevancy to colleges in general, but also due to its impact on students interested in research here at UW-Eau Claire.
Research at UW-Eau Claire is great. It's one of my favorite things that I've ever done. Not only because you get a lot of on the job training. It's not a job, but on research training. And then not only that, but the connections that you make with the fellow researchers in the lab. I can say pretty confidently that the other people I do research with are some of my greatest friends. You learn so much while you're doing it. The professors are here guiding you along the way.
All UW-Eau Claire students can sign up by visiting the Qualtronic Sona website and finding their survey, smartphone use, and associated traits and behaviors, or by scanning the QR code on one of the yellow flyers posted around campus. The survey will ask students about how they use their phones, and participants who confirm at the end of their survey that they wish to participate in the EEG study and meet the criteria for phone usage will be invited to the lab. Back to you, Sam and Elizabeth.
Thanks, Simon. BNN will be right back after this break.
Stick around for your weather forecast and an update on Blue Gold Sports on BNN Blitz.
Thank you, Sam and Elizabeth. Good evening. I'm future forecaster Evan Rosnick with your weather report tonight. Well, Halloween is just a week away, and I am so excited for it. Unfortunately, I don't have my costume just yet, but I hope you guys get to see it soon. However, we still have one more week to go, so I guess we'll just have to wait until then. This week has been a little bit gray with a healthy amount of rain to wet your whistles for fall. Today, it didn't rain, but it was still a little chilly with an average temperature of 44 degrees, a high of 47 degrees, and a low of 32 degrees. Looking ahead to the week before Halloween, the theme of gray skies and rain will continue for a while. Friday will be partly cloudy with a high of 53 and a low of 37. Saturday will be another cloudy day, which is great for us B&B members who have to march the football game this weekend. We'll have a cool 55-degree high and a crisp 41-degree low. Sunday will warm up a bit with partly cloudy skies and a high of 59, and will retain some of that heat into Monday with a high of 56 and a low of 43. On Tuesday, you can expect to see some intermittent showers with highs of 51 and 50 and lows of 41 and 36 respectively. Looking around the region, we'll see temperatures in the low 40s across the board. Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls, and Bloomer are all at 42 degrees, while Menominee and Lake City, Minnesota are at 43 degrees. Red Wing, Stillwater, and Andover are at 41 degrees, while River Falls and Oak Grove are at 40 degrees. Brooklyn Park is at 42 degrees, the busy Minneapolis and Shakopee are at 43 degrees, and Bloomington is at 44 degrees. That's all for tonight. Tune in next time to see whether or not everyone else is lame and doesn't wear a Halloween costume on air. With your BNN Future Forecast, I'm Evan Rosnick, and now to Eli and John for sports.
Welcome to BNN Blitz. I'm Eli Bennis.
And I'm John McClain with your weekly recap of Blue Gold sports action. Women's volleyball went 3 for 3 for Eau Claire's annual Alumni Weekend Invitational, hosting Cornell College, Augsburg University, and the then-ranked 7th-ranked Illinois Wesleyan University. The Blue Golds opened the three-game slate with a top 10 clash with the Titans on Friday night, finding themselves down 2-0 with the opening stages. Kim Woody's squad rallied back to win sets 3 and 4 before giving the Sonnentag the set of the year, coming out on top in the decisive 5th set 21-19. Abby Stanwood, fresh off her National Player of the Week mention, tallied 28 kills, a season high, to lead the way for UWEC as Bailey Leak also had a night to remember. With their first 2 kills of the night, the senior right side crossed the 1,000-kill mark on her career. Saturday afternoon was nothing short of a display of dominance, sweeping both the Rams and Augies. Stanwood, Alex Keeble, and Caitlin Erickson were awarded for their spectacular play with back-to-back weeks cleaning house for WIAC's setter, offensive, and defensive player of the week.
On Friday, October 17th, Blue Gold's men's soccer traveled to Platteville to take on the Platteville Pioneers in a WIAC battle between two teams who made the NCAA tournament just last year. The Pioneers came into the match looking for revenge, as the Blue Golds were the ones to knock them out of the tournament. The Pioneers were the first on the board on Friday, scoring in the 30th minute off a Sebastian Carranza goal. Just 10 minutes after, Carson Kowalski tied the game up with his 7th goal of the season. At the end of the first half, the scores tied 1 apiece. The scores stayed the same until the 73rd minute, where freshman Aiden Judicus broke the tie with his first collegiate goal, giving the Blue Golds a lead they would hold on for the rest of the match. With the win, the Blue Golds haven't lost at Platteville since October 27th of 2023.
Junior Miley Hydorn was named WIAC Cross Country Athlete of the Week, thanks to her spectacular effort this past weekend at the acclaimed Augusta Interregional Invite. Her time of 21 minutes and 57 seconds was good for a lifetime PR, as well as 6th overall over the 6 kilometers. Along with the PR, this time was almost a whole minute faster than her race last year at this same meet. This helped the Blue Golds earn an 8th place finish in the meet. Next up for Eau Claire is the WIAC Conference Championship on November 1st out east at Moore's Field of Dreams in Oshkosh.
Blue Gold football traveled to Oshkosh Saturday, October 18th to take on the number 18th ranked UW Oshkosh Titans. On the Titans' second offensive drive, they got the scoring started with a 1-yard touchdown run from Quentin Keene late in the first quarter. With 3 minutes left in the half, the Blue Golds eventually responded with a bang, with Walker Korish picking off Keene and taking it to the house, tying the score at 7. The interception was the 13th takeaway of the season for the defense. Right before the half, the Titans were able to sneak in a touchdown with 9 seconds left, giving themselves the lead heading into halftime. They extended their lead with a Ben Valvsky 19-yard rushing touchdown with 4 minutes and 37 seconds left in the quarter. At the start of the fourth quarter, needing a response, Yacht Truel caught a pass just 3 yards in front of the line of scrimmage and took it all the way to the Titans' 1-yard line. An Aiden Helder 1-yard rushing touchdown brought the score within 1. The Blue Golds, after the score, were able to force the Titans to punt, and with 8 minutes and 58 seconds left in the game, scored for the second time in the half, tying the game. Unfortunately for the Blue Golds, on the first offensive play of the Titans' next drive, Keene delivered an 80-yard touchdown pass. The Blue Golds weren't able to respond on offense and ultimately fell 28-21. This was the first one-possession loss to a ranked opponent for the Blue Golds with head coach Rob Erickson at the helm. That's all for the world of Blue Gold sports. I'm Eli Bennis.
And I'm John McClain. Back to you, Sam and Elizabeth.
Thanks, Eli and John. So this is kind of going to be our Halloween episode. We're not filming next week, so with that, obviously Elizabeth had her little Halloween OTS, but we wanted to do something a little fun, a little lighthearted. So I have a little story from ABC. It's about a 3-year-old girl from Illinois named Aspen. She doesn't have a favorite stuffed animal like most people her age or kids her age, but she has a favorite decorative skeleton named Mr. Bones. Aspen isn't scared of skeletons. In fact, she dresses up the skeleton, takes it around with her. In an interview with ABC, Isabel Wary, her mom, stated the first thing she did was sleep with it in her crib that night. And then she started putting clothes on it. She has brought the skeleton to the grocery store, doctors, on the tractor, and more. Her mom has posted videos about her daughter's love for the skeleton on social media, and now she has more skeleton friends. People have sent her skeletons, including little baby skeletons and different clothes to dress them up in. So the mom says that she now has a whole family of different skeletons.
Well, I hope that Aspen is ready for a super fun Halloween weekend with Mr. Bones.
Yes.
If you had a skeleton, what would you name your skeleton?
I don't even know. Like, I mean, Mr. Bones, like, that's such a, like, classic and simple, but it's also, like, I feel like that's such a little, like, kid name, unless you give it, like, a random name, like Gerald or something. Like, I feel like that's just, like, a good, like, perfect little kid name for a skeleton.
Exactly. I think I would pick my favorite bone of the day. Because when I was in high school, I was in an anat and phys class.
Oh.
And we had to learn some of the bones. And my favorite bone is the humerus, which is up in your shoulder.
Yeah.
So I think I would name it Mr. Humerus. That was sure, like my
cute.
favorite bone.
Yeah.
But then it's not just Mr. Bone.
Yes.
Or if we really want to go tribute route, Regina Phalange.
Yes!
From
Oh
Miss
my
Phoebe
gosh.
Buffet.
That is so fair. Yeah.
So much love for friends in this studio. Well, that is all that we have for tonight.
Join us next week for your latest news, updates, and weather.
Make sure to check us out on mytv10.uwec.edu and at UWEC TV10 on Instagram, TikTok, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. I'm Elizabeth Lindahl.
And I'm Samantha Burnett. Thank you and good night.